Bruce, well, Bruce is not listening. Hi, Bruce. The camera's here. Just tell us about that last lap, because it was something phenomenal for you.
Yeah, it was a good last lap. Problem was the first lap was too slow. But no, all during the race. It's actually quite a hard race for me because it's quite hard following someone that you can't quite see the lines. But it was quite good fun, and then I was just watching my times, and then suddenly it's like coming down. It's like coming towards the mountain. I got plus and minus 0-0. I thought, right, I'm going to have to pass Michael here and just get my head down. And it was definitely exciting over the mountain, that's for sure.
You've been racing here for a fair few years, and you've been on the top stop of the podium a good few times. But can you ever remember conditions like this?
No, not for a long while. It's like beautiful conditions out there. There's tarmac in a couple of places was just pulling up a little bit. Apart from that, it was really good. So I was pleased. It's like HM Plant and Paget's Motorcycles just done a superb job with the bikes all week, and they've been really good to me. It's like I struggled at the start of the week and just got stronger and stronger. So I'm happy with the third place.
You're not particularly forthcoming if you don't want to be, and I've got to push you a bit on this. You said to Chris, maybe coming back next year. Can you expand on that?
Just have to wait and see.
No, then. Okay. Well, congratulations on your third place. So we're going to move on to Michael. Michael, not the result you would have wanted, but if you had won, you wouldn't really have much to aim for next year other than the lightweight TT. So at least you've still got the senior to go for.
Yeah, it was. The race was good. The conditions were good, and the track was great. So it's just a pity about that first stop, and hopefully everybody's all right. And I'm happy enough. The job was good. John read very well. I knew he was going to come out fighting, and that was the way it goes. As I say, enjoyed it. Enjoyed riding the big bike around here, especially. So I thought the pace was going to be a bit better, but maybe just the heat and track temperature. I thought the lap record would have won today.
As you say, I mean, it's the delay was regrettable, and obviously we all wish the people who've been injured well. But when you have a delay like that, does it knock you back a bit? Does it take your time to get back into the groove?
Not that badly. No, it was 100%. I say it's just a new start to a new race, and I say I was happy enough. Just got caught with a couple of back markers and stuff, and that was the way it went. But I'm sort of glad John got it because he's been crying all week. So even the electric race, he cried about it, and it's only Duracell. John read well today, and he come back fighting. And I say I'm a happy camper. I say for this week, he's a better than a kick in the balls. So we'll come back next year, hopefully bigger and stronger.
And as you say, anyway, you dice that up, it's a fantastic result. 4 wins in 1 week. I mean, next year you're going to be going for them all, I suppose.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I would change in the Sutter bike if I'm coming back with the same bike. You know what I mean? I would change a lot of stuff to suit me, but it's all been good. To say I was happy. It's the first year I've came here, been able to win all the races, so I'm going home a happy camper, and I say. John's going to give me a loan after today, so I'm happy with that too. He's going to give me a few pounds, and job's going to be all right.
Congratulations on your second place, Michael Dunlop. You must be.
I want 10% of what he's been earning actually, because I've been helping him out while I've been endurance racing. So I could do a 10% of what you've earned this week, for young man. No respect these young fellas, I don't know.
No, I'll give you a little bit.
Well, John, first place in the senior. It's the race you've really made your own. You're now on 6 wins, in between Aggo on 5 and Halewood on 7. So it's just another record to add to the book. And then you've got 41 podium finishes, the most podium finishes in TT history. Wow. I take it the end is not in sight for John McGuinness and the TT.
I hope not. Like the feeling I've got now is just I'm absolutely buzzing. It's I never thought I'd be sat here at 41 winning my 20th TT when I first watched the first bikes go round a long time ago when I was a youngster. And always wanted to be a TT winner, and here we are with 20. So it's fantastic. And as long as Honda and obviously a few really important people around me in the racing game. Paget family, Neil Tuxworth, Honda. If they've got a bit more faith in me again and put some good bikes under me again for next year, I'll keep coming back and having another go. Why not? It's what I've always done. I love doing it, and like today, racing around in them conditions, and racing around with these lads, and stick 6 laps together and 2 good pit stops, and to win one, it was up here now with a pint in my hand, and it's no better feeling in the world. It's just fantastic, and I'm sort of after the first stoppage, I was I didn't really realise what the second. I was a bit steady away on the second start. The first start was stronger, but the second one, I thought I was going to lose it, but I got back into the rhythm. But I had a little accident in my trousers again, actually, just before the start of the first race, and a lot of farted and followed through, to be honest. And I had to nip into the over here and just damp myself down a little bit, so it was stinging a bit after the first stoppage. So I jumped back in the shower and come out a bit fresher for the next race. So that helped me out a little bit.
Well, apologies for the graphic mental image there, people, but that's what racing at the TT does for you. You were here.
It's nerves, mate.
Exactly. You were here at the 2007 Senior TT. You won that race and you got the 130 mile an hour lap. That reaction out there when you got your 20th win today, it's just like nothing I've ever seen. I mean, the people are just going crazy for you. I
think it's amazing. Even just coming through to the start line. There was people whistling for the riders, and fans of myself and Michael and Bruce and Guy. I went to see everybody get the wins, and the reaction from the crowd all the way around the track. I don't think I've ever seen so many people out on the track on senior race day. It was just incredibly special, and that last lap, I was getting waved all the way around the whole track. There were boards coming out and signs coming out with pints on them, and good luck and let's have a beer after the race and all sorts of stuff. There was reaction from the crowd was fantastic, and without the crowd, we're nothing really. Without everybody else, the medics and everybody's done a fantastic job. The marshals out there, did a terrific job for the full fortnight, and just to, I suppose, if you would choose a win, it'd be the senior. And I tried hard all week on my super sport bikes, my super stock bike. I had outright lap record in the first one. We did the Joey Dunlop tribute, a bit of justice. That was pretty special to be in Joey colours early on in the week, and then. To win the seniors, the icing on the cake. I can't thank Honda, all my sponsors, enough. It's just been incredible. I just want to hit the pub now and get a few beers down.
Well, we'll delay you no longer. The winner of the Pokerstars Senior TT 2013, John McGuinness.
Thank you.
In the press conference, just before we